Hello, my Pisces, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. And yes, I am Debbie. So we're reading for February 13th, 14th, 15th, and 16th, Monday through Thursday. Now, I hope you watched the beginning, and what did I title that? Are we ready? I think that's what it is. It's where I go over the cards and didn't really go over a lot of what's going on in the heavens, but I do a reading on what's going on in the world. And I also tell you at that time that to remember that these are general readings. They may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest. Now, we are coming into your season pretty soon, so you should be feeling the ramping up. Also, too, you're the last season in the astrological cycle. You have, believe it or not, and maybe this is why you're feeling a lot of the emotions right now, you have a lot that rides on your shoulders, my Pisces. It's almost like you've got to do during your season, there's a lot of cleanup energy going on. And a lot of people get very frustrated. Also, too, remember, March, we are transitioning, not just transitioning to your season, but transitioning in a bigger way. And that's happening. Those energies are being felt right now. So let's see what we have here for you, my Pisces. There's a lot of going deep, going, it's like you're going, how do I put this? You're going deep, my Pisces. You're ready to, you're going deep, making major differences in many people's lives. So let's put it that way. Okay, higher power. What else do you have for my Pisces? The depth of, just the depth of what you're going through. Again, it's, remember, you've got your two fishies, and that one fish, Neptune energy, all of the, the Saturn energy. There's a strong sense of purpose and a strong sense of development happening for you. Maybe more so in this week, but as you keep going forward. So higher power, what else do you have for my Pisces? What else do you have for my Pisces that they need to know? Reverse card has some strong energies. Let's see what we have here for you. First card is the Eight of Raphael. So Raphael is your energy, my Pisces. It's also Cancer. It's also Scorpio. Now Scorpio is dealing, Scorpio's in that south node, and it's going to change over, not quite yet. When is that? June or July? But it's entering into that last phase of cleaning up a lot of past karma and cleaning up a lot of past issues. So we have an 8. 8 is an unlimited opportunity, unlimited possibilities. Raphael, again, your energy, water energy, it's fluid, very emotional, very spiritual. This is, if you look at her, she's about to cross over the bridge. She's about to start on a new adventure. She is looking now, we have this gentleman that's waiting for her, but yet on this side of the bridge, there's security. There is a sense of, there's money there. Obviously, there's a sense of money here, and yet she's ready, she's kind of looking at it. And yet she's holding up her, she kind of looks like she's holding up her dress so that she can, start, walking that way. The Eight of Clubs, oh my goodness, the Eight of Water, the Eight of Cups is walking away from maybe that sense of security and going to a little bit of an unknown place. And in some ways, maybe it's not even a little bit. It's taking a new journey. It's filled with trust, higher power trust, spiritual trust, but yet it's still unknown. And there's also a little sense of adventure. There's a little sense of danger. There's a sense of, I don't quite know where I'm going, but I know that I'm leaving behind a lot that I knew and, going into something unknown. Anyway, there is something better waiting for you. Doing what you know is right for you. It's a spiritual quest. So it's interesting with that too. Interesting energies. The Eight of Cups is, again, walking away from what you knew, and it's just like, I have to do this. Okay, pray on it, meditate. Next card reversed, again, the moon. So we have an 8-1-8. So we have a 1, new beginning, 10, transitional. We have that 8 again. 1 plus 8 is a 9. 9, let's wrap it all up. Let's get this done. You've got everything you need. This is the moon energy. Now, we just had Leo full moon. Now, when we go into Pisces, I think it's the next day we have the Pisces new moon. So I think it's right the next day after we transition for you. And the 18th, I'm not quite sure on what time it is. It could, but the 18th is when Pisces energy actually, or Pisces season actually begins. I really didn't look to see how it is for the other areas in the world. But on the 18th, Pisces season begins, not sure when that's happening. So we have the 18th, Pisces season's beginning. So something is happening during these times, these 13th through the 16th. Something's happening. There's a transition energy moving forward. Something better is waiting. The moon energy is opening up, is lighting your path, is kind of saying to you, there's more to come, more to happen. The moon is also, the thing about the moon, though, is on the other side of the moon, we don't know what is there. We never see that. So some of it we have to kind of say, okay, I'm hoping that there's nothing bad. I'm praying that there's only good awaiting me. So the moon, if you think about it, as it gets smaller and smaller, it is waning. It is, again, release and relinquishing. And then it gets to the new moon, where is that new season. So what I'm trying to say is that you're leading up to something. You're leading up to a major change. You are leading up to something that, the moon is saying that's going to really be very good for you. Now, listen to your intuition, because my Pisces, you are great manifestors. You can make things happen. And that's when I'm always saying, yes, okay, come on, let's say, but don't say but. No buts. Okay, so the moon energy, 8-1-8. Archangel Heniel. The opportunity to improve your plans. Listen to your intuition for accurate guidance. Face your fears and grow stronger. Now, the facing your fears is also part of the double energy. And, when you don't face your fears, when you run away from your fears, you can't even look at yourself at that time. So face your fears, grow stronger. The moon, even when it's only a little bit, will give you a little bit of light. Doesn't show you the whole picture, though. So a lot of this, there's emotional, spiritual energy. This has a spiritual energy on it with it, too. So I would really say, because of these 8s, I would say that this week, 13th through the 16th, is leading up to your season. And when your season comes, there's going to be some major changes for the positive. Scary changes, but good changes. Next card is, okay, this is the scary part of it all. This is the 5 of Ariel. 5 is change. Ariel is our Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo. Money, job, career. We know what's going on in Capricorn and Taurus, and it's always about, there's changes going on with that. So the thing about the 5 of Ariel, this would be the 5 of Pentacles, where people are, like, when they see that, it's kind of like, oh, so there's going to be some money changes. There's going to be some worries about money. There's going to be some, like, what is going to happen with the money situation. It's not necessarily as bleak as if you just look at that one part of the card where you're looking at the woman and the boy. I never liked that 5 of Pentacles until I looked at it a little bit bigger, and that there's something spiritual around that, that around what's going on. The 5 of Ariel says there could be some changes. It could be positive. It could be negative. Sometimes positive changes in money can be very negative too. And again, I'll use the lottery since a lot of my Pisces have the ability. But sometimes you can win the lottery and then you tell everybody, and then everybody starts treating you differently. You find out you have more relatives than you even thought. And then there's some things that sometimes you might not have the money, and while that may feel very negative, and then you have all the people that come that you've supported in the past come to help you through your time. So the 5 of Ariel is not necessarily a it should not be considered as a scary card. There's just a change, and it all depends on how you've been living a lot of your life too. But this, I'm kind of feeling like this is opening up more in when your season starts, but this is ramping up to it. And this is telling you you needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. And again, you are my manifestors. So negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So if you're putting out the negative, words have meanings. Words have power. If you're putting out the negative, that's what comes back. Okay? So this is one of those weeks you're ramping up. You're ramping up for some change. You're ramping up for a new, for something better. And you're ramping up for the opportunity to improve. Listen to your intuition. Face your fears. Part of this has fear to it, but part of it is, facing it at the same time. Again, you put out that negative, my Pisces, you will strongly get that back. Okay, so keep it positive. Okay, let's see. Guardian angels, what else do you have for our Pisces here? What do you have for our Pisces? Here we go. This one is reversed. The Five of Emotions. So this is the Five of Cups, the Five of Raphael, the Five of Water. Five again, change, 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 change. And this is one of those things where you're kind of like, this is kind of what goes around comes around, looking at the silver lining, that, this is something that you had to go through this so that you can appreciate whatever is coming. Okay. Forgiveness is an important part of healing. Forgive yourself and those around you for any mistakes of the past so that everyone can move forward. Doesn't mean you move forward together, but it means that you move forward. Grieving is a normal part of life. Ask your angels or those you love to help you move through the process quickly so that you can get back on the path to joy. Now, the other thing when I like this is, like I said, don't cry over spilled milk. And I do like, look for the silver lining. There is always a reason. Okay? There's always a reason. Now, are these two connected? Well, they're connected with the fives, and those are some change energies. So sometimes the Five of Emotion is also saying goodbye. And again, that kind of goes along with that Four of Cups that was in the main, in the Are We Ready reading. Okay, let's see what else we might have. What else do we have? What other words of advice? So transition energy, it is, there's a lot of, like, oh, got to leave something behind in order for you to move forward. A little bit of worry about it. Pray, meditate. You don't have to go through it alone. Keep your thoughts positive. Let's see. What else do we have? What else do we have for our Pisces here? What else do we have for our Pisces? So I would say that this week is just getting ready. Again, too, I said, oh, are we ready? This week is more preparation for your season to come. Reversed, the Bluebell Fairy. Mistakes can happen at any time, and this is how we learn. Forgive yourself and then move on with the lessons learned. So there's a lot of forgiving here. A lot of forgiving and forgiving of yourself and then moving on too. So there could be this sense. Remember, when I talk about when we're in something like Aquarius, which is the season right before yours, this is where you do a lot of cleanup of your energies. This is where you have, and again, going back to the Judgment card, which is in Are We Ready? This is where you really have to look at things and kind of like when you're cleaning a room, pull it all out, and pull out everything, and then slowly bring it back in. Do all your cleaning, and then slowly bring things in, and then before you do, do I keep this? Does this get donated? Do I sell this? So there's a lot of cleanup. You've got a lot of cleanup this week, and that's because your season's about to start. The moon is there to guide you. And again, something about the 8. So I would say something, the 18 when your season begins, and then the 19th, I think, is when we have that new moon. So let's see. New moon in Pisces. New season. Clean it up. Clean it up. Time to clean up, my Pisces. Okay, what crystal or energy would be helpful? Air. Breathe. Communication, imagination, independent, and witty. So, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, breathe, meditate. You can make things happen, but looks like there's some cleanup stuff to still be done. All right, my Pisces, you tell me, what did this mean? I would appreciate hearing from you. As always, though, my Pisces, well, take a moment to like, share, subscribe, click on the bell for notifications. Now, as always, my Pisces, always know that you are loved, stay shining, and be blessed. Bye-bye.